Speaking freely, unapologetically, it's something I could never dreamed. As I stand closer and closer to the edge of vulnerability, afraid to fall, but in reality, I'll fly to freedom. Sharing my story has always felt selfish, so I've always held it all inside, not realizing women can be free from the burdens they carry all night, day in and day out on replay. Or maybe they've repressed so much the pain manifests. But I'm here to speak of freedom. Regurgitate what I've held inside for so long, like all those times I almost died. From drinking too much, but I was the ride. From slow emotional and physical suicide. See, I'm real lucky to be alive. To have my heartbeat in my chest because so many of my loved ones were buried in a chest. Like, did they ever get what was inside off their chest? I guess I'll have to be the stand-in because somehow God spared my life like a stand-in. When I wasn't conscious and mostly blacked out, chasing everything because I had to stuff my emotions back down. Like the first time I got blacked out at 14 and was sick in bed all day lying. Like, how come no one ever knew I was lying? That wasn't the first time I had a sip, but that was the first time I lost my grip on reality, thinking, whoa, this is nice. Not the feeling, but I finally stopped overthinking for the night. The nights always disguised as fun, partying because you're young. But so much of it wasn't fun, especially when you can't remember a thing. Too many nights of black, no memories at all, wasted time running down like a waterfall. Like this one night, I was hanging out with friends, having fun. Until this dude and his girl decided they were done. Instead of letting it go, he pulled out a gun. And I'm 17 running for my life, driving someone else's car who was over 21. My friends, the ones I only knew for a couple of weeks. After that was the last time we chilled or had to speak. Or that time my real friends had an intervention with me. I was only 16, clearly not living right, but I could not even fathom that people could love me right. So I pushed back like I always did. I'm good on my own like I was as a kid. Not wanting to hear, mostly not wanting to feel the depths of my soul. I did not know how to heal. I kept drinking 14 more years until the last time I drove, not wanting to feel. You see, what I'm saying is when we don't feel, we don't heal. When we repress, we manifest pain and depression, a long list of symptoms. A problem, a substance that don't provide any sustenance, all to avoid feeling. Accumulating pain as if it's easier than healing. See, I know there's a God because of how I was protected. How do you spend all those years drinking and driving, smoking and flying, escaping with any mechanism, yet still walking away, alive, free, overall healthy? Besides the physical pain that trauma manifested, there's no logical explanation. And this is only a piece of the story. Finding peace in his story as I tell my story of climbing, of crawling, of scratching my way out towards freedom. So those cuffs you don't have to be in. And those mental chains that you're wrapped up in can break, and that deep ache that your heart be soaking in drains until you step out free. Unapologetically you, and unapologetically me.